Shalom, friends. Rabbi Bradley Shavit Artson here from the Ziegler School of Rabbinic Studies, American Jewish University. I want to talk to you about fear, and I want to talk to you about the antidote to fear. In these times, in all times, human beings face an astonishing array of terrifying possibilities. Things won't turn out the way we hope they will. Our relationships can go and take a wrong turn. We worry about our parents, our children, our friends, our community. We worry about our health. We worry about the state of the planet. And in all of these worries, it's so easy to become our fears, to become prisoners of our fears, and then to forget our capacity to transcend, our capacity to solve problems, our ability, remarkably, to bring joy and life and thriving to these challenges and to succeed. The Torah speaks about that in Parshat Ekev, in the book of Deuteronomy, as we continue with Moses' farewell address. And in the midst of his helping his people to recenter and to refocus, he utters these words that help to remind us who we have the capacity to be. Lo ta'arotz mipneichem, ki Adonai Elohecha kirbecha el gadol v'norah. Don't be frightened by them, because your God is among you, b'kirbecha, a mighty God and awesome. And I want us to focus on a couple parts of that. Don't be afraid of them, whatever the them is, because God is b'kirbecha. That Hebrew word literally means your insides. And God is not someone up there, out there only, although God is also that. But God is the word we give in English for that oneness that permeates everything, including us, and that gives us mindfulness and purpose and direction and capacity. And if we can remind ourselves that we're not broken off and separate from the life force that permeates the world, we are its blossom, its manifestation, its outcropping. And so if we can tap into the godliness within, that can feed us, that can nourish us, and that can give us courage, real courage, to fix the problems, to face the problems, to address them. The second way I want us to think about that is not only is God our interior, but in that sense, God is what's left when you peel off all the distractions, all the masks we put on. I'm a professional, I'm a husband, I'm a man, I'm a whatever. If we peel those away to our core, what's left is pure godliness. Chesed, loving kindness, tzedek, justice, patience, community. That's who we are in our truest place. And when we work from that place, well, then our fears can melt away, because we're never alone, because we're never in isolation, and we never lack hope. And that, it turns out, is what God's greatness, what the Torah calls gadol v'norah. It's not that God is meaner than any bully, tougher than any ruffian. God is resilient loving kindness, consistent compassion, abiding justice and decency. And that package, that blend of love and justice, that will see us through. But we have to remember that that's what's at the core. That's what we need to cultivate, and that's where we need to take our stand. So let's do that today. Let's remind ourselves, despite all the distractions, all the fears, all the things that keep us awake at night, let's remember that we in our core, and the world in its core, are love and justice made flesh. Shalom, everybody.